This is a Bramble Jam podcast.
Welcome to Girls Gone Hallmark, a Hallmark review podcast. I'm Megan, and I'm a longtime Hallmark fan.
I'm Wendy. I'm a former Hallmark hater.
On today's episode, we will be discussing She's Making a List, which originally premiered on the Hallmark Channel on Saturday, December 6th, and is currently available to stream on Hallmark Plus. We have been loving the reviews you're leaving for Girls Gone Hallmark in your favorite podcast app, and I would like to read a quick review to show you just how easy it is to make our day and support the podcast. Ryan says, love this podcast so much. Megan and Wendy are amazing and hilarious. Definitely my favorite Hallmark podcast of all.
Hilarious?
Question mark? Every time someone tells us we're funny, we're like, are we?
I know. Wow.
I'll take it.
Wow. What a Christmas miracle that feels like.
A completely free present.
Exactly. I love that. You're looking at me for what's next. Hey, if you want to come join our Facebook group, where I think Ryan is a member, we are at Girls Gone Hallmark and Facebook groups. Question for you.
Yes.
Have you recovered from Merry Thanksgiving weekend? I feel like
no,
we haven't even gotten a break. We're just like diving back in.
First of all, I would like to say I don't think my Golden Girls meme on Instagram got enough love for as funny as I thought it was.
Oh, it landed for me. Tell our stories. Yeah, it landed for me.
That's funny, right?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. I needed that. No, I am fully underwater in every area of my life. So do not let the fact that we are churning out episodes fast and furious fool you. We are not okay.
I think you can hear that in the Christmas at Catnip Cafe.
Oh, that's fully off the rails.
Yeah. Yeah. But here we are again.
We're back.
I got to tell you, I look at the calendar. I'm like, we're in the home stretch. It's happening. It's almost done. But the rest of my life is also falling apart. So, is anybody getting a Christmas gift this year? Probably not.
The floor of my closet is just bags and bags of gifts.
Great. I'm going to go rate it so I can get some gifts for my family.
Some of them, many of them are still in like the shipping packages. Like they haven't even been.
It's only December 8th.
I know, but as you and I discussed, based on my own personal scheduling, I really only have about 10 days left. Like the last week is fully off limits to me for any Christmas prep. So I was thinking the other day while I was in my closet, it's where I do my best thinking. And I was thinking, we really need to do what we can to take the post-Christmas through New Year's time off.
You and I. Yeah.
Even though new episodes will be dropping,
yeah,
we need to be ahead of the game, and we'll still be doing stuff.
Yeah,
like the bracket.
Yeah, if you didn't hear, we're gonna do the bracket.
That's right.
I don't know when yet. I haven't looked at the calendar. Maybe when we're done recording this episode, we'll look at the calendar.
That's a good idea.
Exactly what we're doing.
Yeah, because I actually was the other day thinking I had like this vision of a reel in my head, be like coming December 3rd. I don't know when it comes. Anyway.
Like a hype video.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Bracket coming soon.
Well, let's talk She's Making a List, which I need to do as well, with a synopsis.
A naughty or nice inspector evaluating a girl's Christmas status falls for her widowed father, making her question the strict rules of her consulting firm and forcing her to choose between protocol and love.
She's Making a List was directed by Stacey N. Harding. This marks Stacey's 16th directing credit, and she's known for Hallmark gems like Round and Round and Mystery 101 Deadly History. Some other titles that don't get talked about enough are Love Classified and Christmas Sale.
Remember Christmas Sale?
I had kind of forgotten about it, but yes, that father-daughter storyline hit hard.
That's a good movie. It does not get talked about.
No, it does not.
Is it from 2020, 2021? Like around that time, right?
Early, but I don't think 2020.
2021, 2022, maybe. The script comes from Joey DiPaolo, who, according to IMDb, has only 3 writing credits, but Joey is credited with writing Hallmark's An American in Austin from 2024. This marks his second Hallmark screenplay. I did do a little Googling Because when I went to IMDb and I saw like he only had like 3 writing credits, I was like, something's not adding up here. This is kind of a big movie for like a new writer. So then I found he had a website, and then he did American in Austin.
But it wasn't on IMDb.
Yes.
Weird.
Why? Joey, update your IMDb.
Get your people on that.
Yeah.
Lacey Chabert stars as Isabel. She also serves as executive producer on this movie. We last saw Lacey in Hall at the Halloween, and she will star in the forthcoming Lost in Paradise opposite Ian Harding in January 2026.
Andrew Walker co-stars as Jason. This makes movie number 5 this year for Andrew. The Reluctant Royal, Adventures in Love and Birding, 3 Wisest Men, and Parents in Holiday Touchdown, A Bill's Love Story. 5 titles for this man.
Busy man. Cadence Compton plays Charlie. This is her 4th Hallmark appearance, and she has been seen in movies like An Easter Bloom and Sweeter Than Chocolate.
Alessandro Miro plays Giuseppe. With 49 acting credits, we last saw him in The Santa Claus as Blaze.
Steve Basic appears as Rudolph. We last saw Steve on Hallmark Plus in back-to-back Aurora Teagarden mysteries from 2024.
Larissa Tronco plays Heidi with 28 acting credits. Larissa has appeared in other Hallmark movies like Private Princess Christmas and Love Classified. Mystery 101 fans know her as Lacey Daniels from the first 2 movies.
BJ Harrison plays Wanda. She has a whopping 149 acting credits. We last saw her on Hallmark in Holidays.
Antonio Cayón plays Oscar. Now, side note, when Antonio showed up in this movie, did you immediately think of friend of the show, Holly?
I did. Holly is an Antonio super fan. I'm pretty sure she is the one who coined the term Cayonly fans.
Yeah, love that.
For his fan Instagram account.
Love that. Antonio has 49 acting credits and last appeared in Christmas Under the Lights and The Real West, both in 2024.
Kurt Long appears as the Santa impersonator. He might look familiar to you as he's appeared recently in 3 Wisest Men and Adventures in Love and Birding.
Dax Bellinger plays Santa. He has 35 acting credits with roles in North by North Pole, a Dial S mystery, and Dial S for Santa. That's so interesting. Those titles are so similar. And when I was putting this, I was like, did he play Santa in all those movies? Those movies are not Hallmark movies, but
He definitely has our strong Santa
vibes.
Yep. Right. Let's take a quick break and come back with our first impressions. Hey, Wendy, what is your first impression of She's Making a List?
I'm not saying I Googled Skin Mason for my husband after this movie, but I'm also not saying that. If you guys don't know what Skin Mason is, maybe I just get served so many Skin Mason ads because I'm in the Hallmark world. Skin Mason is owned by Andrew Walker, which is like a skincare line. It's a little confusing. I don't know if it's for men only or if it's for men and women only, but I thought Andrew looked really good in this movie. And I was like, does my husband need those products?
Did he have work done or is it Skin Mason?
Maybe it's Skin Mason. I don't know. I'm into it.
My first impression is I spent the entire movie waiting for the Fred Claus style reveal of there are no naughty kids, and I was not disappointed.
You lost me at Fred Claus.
Well,
is that the Tim Allen movie?
No. Put some respect on Vince Vaughn's name.
Oh, wow. I do love Vince Vaughn. I recently saw Vince Vaughn in something and he looked really good. Anyway, Fred Claus. I have watched too many Christmas movies. Everything is blending together for me right now.
Let me tell you about it.
Please
really
unpack
quickly.
it for me.
Fred Claus is the story of Fred Claus, who is the brother of Santa Claus.
Okay.
Saint Nicholas. Vince Vaughn plays the brother. And they have a troubled relationship because, of course, Saint Nicholas is the golden child. Mm-hmm. And always was. Well, he needs money from his brother. His brother's like, I'll give it to you, but you got to come help me out at the North Pole. He goes to the North Pole. He happens to be there while the inspector is there, who is played by Kevin Spacey, trying to get the North Pole shut down. Double V makes a choice. He's working the naughty and nice list.
Got it.
He's stamping the kids, naughty, nice, naughty, nice. And then he has this realization based on his own childhood where he was the
naughty?
troubled brother. And he also has a relationship with a young kid named Slam who's kind of going through it, ends up in a group home. And he's like, there's no naughty kids. Every kid deserves a gift at Christmas.
So you're saying that this movie is similar to that movie.
Inspired by.
Got
I
it.
really love the reveal, the no naughty kids. It's a very silly movie, but there's a very sweet Christmas morning montage at the end.
Uh-huh.
Fred Claus also has the best North Pole I think I've seen in a Christmas movie.
Oh, really? How so?
It's just incredibly well done. The little North Pole town.
It looks cute.
Yes.
Cute. It's not in Delaware?
It's not in Delaware.
Okay. Can we talk about what we liked about this movie? I have a feeling Megan didn't like this movie, guys.
No, I did like this movie.
You should see my list of likes.
I have a good long list of likes.
Can I start? Mm-hmm. It's a little bit piggybacking off of what you just talked about with the Fred Claus. My first like is that it's telling us that life isn't naughty or nice, that it is shades of gray, that people are murky and messy and kids behave for certain reasons and adults overreact for certain reasons, and life is not tidy. Yeah. I was very drawn to this message. I agree with this message. Mm-hmm. I think it's interesting how they wove this like algorithm storyline into this thing of like, oh, you're either this or that. You can't be in the middle. Like there's no explanation for why people do things. You're either bad or good. I just thought that was an interesting story to tell.
Yeah. Did you like Heidi, how she was like all in on clearing the name of this kid who Isabel was convinced had killed all the other plants? Mm-hmm. But she was like, I'm convinced what he was actually doing here is trying to fertilize them, right? Mm-hmm. Like she's like, we got to dig deeper. We got to look for more. We can't just look for the evidence that confirms our suspicions about these kids.
Right. I kind of thought it was an interesting message because I think right now in our lives, it's very much like, oh, you support that? Well, then you're in that box. Oh, you like that? Well, you're in that box. Like, you know, it's very dividing. Mm-hmm. I just thought there was a deeper message here.
Yes, a naughty act doesn't make someone a naughty person.
Right.
In every case.
In every case. I also, if I can just continue on real quick, Isabel's monologue to Santa at the end, I thought was really interesting. Her whole speech about labeling kids as naughty doesn't make them nicer. It creates wounded adults. I thought was honestly compelling. See how it ties back to your Fred Claus example? Maybe it's also because you and I are both parents of almost adult children. And I think we can like look at it with some perspective that kids do things because, you know, they're acting out and they're learning. Like, I just thought that was so compassionate. Like this whole monologue, how she's talking about kids are learning and they need adults not to shame them on these things. They need the adults to help guide them.
Yeah.
I just thought, wow, that's an interesting theme that we're exploring here on Hallmark.
I do think it's an interesting thing. I think this movie stepped outside of the norm in a lot of ways, but there's a lot of unique choices. I really enjoyed the opening animation.
Oh yeah, me too.
Lacey's voiceover.
Yeah, same.
Explaining the premise, explaining the job, who she is. Just a kind of a light wash of her personal history as well.
What about her breaking the fourth wall?
I love it.
Yeah.
It gives this movie like we're letting you in on this secret.
Yes.
We're taking you behind the scenes.
Yeah, I agree.
And she does it really well. Here's a piece of the story that I loved. Charlie is talking to her dad. And she says, one year, Santa's handwriting changed.
Yes.
And in that moment, I thought, oh, that's because she lost her mom.
Uh-huh.
Then the reveal that it was because Santa had deemed her naughty and left her coal, and Dad had stepped in to play the role of Santa so that she wouldn't know. I just was like blown away by that choice.
I agree. I thought that was that scene between Andrew Walker and that child actress Cadence was really good. His reaction to her, like he was like, oh, like he kind of thought he was caught by her too. And, you know, she knows like something's up. Like I felt like she knew something was up. Uh-huh. I really, really liked that scene. I'm going to tell you, there was a scene where Jason reveals to Isabel that he's the one who had changed all the stuff about, you know, the Santa stuff. I had this like epiphany while I'm watching this. this movie is treating Santa as truth. Like we have to we're living in their world that Santa is this real person who gives coal or gives gifts.
Yes.
And I just thought that was really interesting. Like, I don't feel like a lot of movies do that. Am I crazy?
No, you're not crazy, but you're also not a Christmas movie person.
Yeah,
So
true.
There are a lot of movies like Fred Claus, like the Santa Claus, that treat Santa like truth.
Yeah, maybe I just haven't really noticed it on Hallmark. You're right. I don't watch a lot of Christmas movies. So
For as many Christmas movies as we do, we don't always do a lot of Santa.
right.
So, we had the Santa Claus last year with the magical Santa.
Yeah.
Regardless, I liked the way they handled the truth about Santa.
Yeah, it's like
the secret of Santa.
Right. Yeah, it was a really weird moment for me while watching. I was like, oh, we live in this world where Santa is real. Okay. And then I just moved on with it. Yeah, anyway, that's a me thing.
Well, you talked about the character of Charlie and the actress Cadence. I mean, what pitch perfect casting. I enjoyed Charlie so much as this sassy preteen and the way she just gives it to Isabel. I think her banter with Andrew and her banter with Lacey, I really liked her. Now I need to know what you thought as the resident child hater of the team.
I thought this character arc of Charlie being a bad kid was actually quite fascinating because Hallmark rarely lets a child be messy in this sort of way. We have her like stealing money. She does not love dad's new love life that's happening. She's acting out because of grief. I thought it was all really good. And this girl can act.
She can act.
She was great.
Yeah.
I'm notoriously don't love kids in movies. I really liked this kid a lot.
Now, let me ask you, Andrew, his character Jason in this movie is a food critic who now consults with restaurants to make them better.
I was like, is this a jab at us?
But yeah, that's exactly what I thought. That was exactly my question.
Yeah.
Did it make you rethink? I was like, is this us? Is that what we're doing? Mm-hmm. Is this effing play about us? What's that from? I don't
Euphoria.
know. Oh, I've never seen it. I just know it as a TikTok sound.
Yeah, I thought about that for a hot second, but I don't think we've ever.
This isn't a takedown.
Our podcast is not a takedown podcast. No, not by any means. But it did make me pause when he was like, oh, I used to be a food critic and I would write bad reviews. I'm like, oh, that's not us. But it did make me pause for a minute.
Yeah.
It did make me pause. I want to talk about Jason and Isabel for a second. I loved how Lacey leaned into Isabel's like flashes of being taken off guard by Jason's good looks. Like, especially when they first meet, like she does it really well. There are tiny beats. There's like a little bit of a double take, flustered, a little bit of a stutter. Like it felt real and funny. I thought their chemistry was super believable.
What did you think of all of her very limited disguises? She's like, oh, I'm going to put on these glasses and now I am invisible.
It wasn't too hijinksy for me, if that's what you're suggesting.
No, I wasn't. I just thought it was so funny. She's like, I'm going to wash this window and literally stare in at them and nobody's going to see me.
I mean, she did walk around like she was invisible. She's not. I didn't hate it. You know what I did love? Did you notice that the entire color palette for her was like Christmas Kelly green?
Yeah.
Like everything, she wasn't always in green, but a majority of it was green.
Yeah.
It was so aesthetically pleasing for me to look at.
Was there any point at which you wondered if Lacey's character and the team of people she worked with were more magical than corporate?
Oh, yeah, I think I assumed that.
But it feels like they're just people who have contracted with Santa.
Yeah. Kind of an interesting take, right?
It is.
I have one final like. Oh, two final likes. The opening scene where the two kids, Lacey, Isabella's watching the two kids. They're like either playing with like a baseball or snowballs. I don't know, whatever. And one kid throws it up in the air and the other kid is kind of slow motion of like watching the thing. Did this not remind you of Ralphie from A Christmas Story where he's like, oh, fudge?
No, because I hate that movie and refuse to watch it.
Really?
Can't stand it. Makes me physically uncomfortable.
Why?
Everything about it.
It's not on your
Absolutely not.
watch list?
No, although my husband likes the sequel.
Oh, he also hates the first movie?
Yes.
That's so weird that you guys both don't like the first movie.
I also don't like It's a Wonderful
classic.
Life.
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen that one.
It's depressing. It has 30 seconds of hope at the end of the movie. The rest of the movie is...
Sad and depressing, like real life.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought that first scene reminded me a lot of A Christmas Story. And finally, my last thing I liked at the end where our two toxic masculinity guys get their gifts because they're on the makeup list. It was a nice payoff.
Yeah.
Close that loop there.
Their inner child was touched.
Yes.
Well, let's talk wishes.
Okay.
I could have used some more detail about Isabel's past.
Agree.
I think we could have fleshed her character out a little bit more. She says, there's me with my suitcase. So, like, she lost her parents. Is she a foster child? Where did she spend her time? What's going on there? What is the job that she does now her way of, like, neatly categorizing things in a world that was not neatly categorized for her as a child? I could have used more. We just had hints of it.
Well, I could totally project onto that, if I may. She falls into this line of like you said, neatly categorizing things, maybe because her childhood was chaos.
Sure.
Right? I mean, that's what I have learned in therapy personally about myself.
I'm going to be cynical twice. First of my wishes, and then my did to see that. What do we think about the amount of surveillance we're doing on these children? Like, they got straight up video that they can go back and recheck.
Well, it's pretend.
And ethically questionable. It is pretend, but they go like fire it up. They're like, pull up the video. It walks the line for me.
That these adults are watching children?
All the time. It's all this video footage of children. There's nobody who's going,
It's pretend.
okay. While I really enjoyed Lacey and Andrew in this movie, I think they are both really good at what they do. I liked Isabel. I liked Jason. I think they make a nice team in terms of working towards a resolution that works for Charlie.
But
I like them as friends and partners, but not in a romantic
really,
pair.
I enjoyed it.
Good.
I enjoyed it. There was never a part of me I was like, nope, this doesn't work. Who do you like to see her with otherwise?
I don't know.
Who do you like to see him with otherwise? Oh,
Ashley Williams.
Him and Ashley Williams? When were they ever in anything together?
In your favorite freaking movie, Jingle Bell Run?
Oh, yes, that's right. I was going to say Rachel Boston because they were in that Birdie movie.
Yeah.
They were really good in that movie,
They
too.
were great, too.
Yeah. I hear you. So, sometimes I guess like Hallmark's like, we got to put our two heavy hitters together. Let's do that.
Well, and I think that works actually for this movie because sometimes I'm like, you don't know. I thought they were great together, but I didn't think it was like hot, fiery, steamy chemistry.
Damn, I'm fully having flashbacks to that dance scene in Jingle Bell Run.
Jingle Bell Run's hot.
Yeah, you're right.
So is Adventures in Love and Birding.
You're right.
This isn't hot,
Yeah.
which is okay. Like, I'm not hot and steamy either. So, but sometimes I want that in my entertainment.
Yeah. Okay, I buy what you're putting down.
Okay, what did you wish for?
I wish the pacing had been a tiny bit snappier. I felt like the movie was just a hair slow. It's not enough to like make me turn to my phone. But I'm not exactly sure if it was the pacing or the structure or just how much like they're trying to build out this world.
Yes.
It's a lot of details. And like you said, like we missed the details of Isabel's backstory, right? So maybe it just wasn't like it didn't fully come together in that way. My only other wish is Giuseppe at the top of the movie with the insults. When he's presenting the cookies to Isabel and Heidi, and he's like, "This one looks like you, all scowly face," and I was like, "That is rude," but it does close the circle. Like he was a naughty kid. He's a not so great adult, right?
And he gets his Giuseppe cookie at the end.
But like, I thought.
I took it personally.
I thought it was funny, but also I was like, "Yikes!"
Yes.
Like, are we talking about somebody's?
Is this effing play about us? Look, as someone who does not have a pleasant resting face, I took it personally.
Got it. That's it for my wishes.
Let's talk. Did you see that?
I have 2.
Okay.
They're not true. Did you see that? One is a question. Charlie and Jason go to pick out the ugliest tree. And I have to ask you, do you assign human emotions to
Inanimate objects?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you feel bad for tree? If you were, I know you have an artificial tree, but if you were to go pick out a tree, do you feel bad about like
The ones that are left behind?
Yeah.
Yeah. When I think about like December 23rd and there's still trees in a tree lot that nothing happened, that makes me very sad.
Yeah. They had to lose their lives to rot on a
Home Depot parking lot.
Yeah, that is kind of sad.
It is.
I mean, I have that feeling too. We were decorating our Christmas tree and my daughter and I were going through a bunch of ornaments that we haven't used in a long time. And I was like, oh, let's just get rid of these. And she's like, I can't do that. I was like, okay. And then back in the box they went. Yeah. My only other did you see that was a Tears in Heaven reference, which is an Eric Clapton song. Andrew Walker casually references one of the saddest songs of all time. Was not on my bingo card.
Was he talking about what was he talking about?
He was talking to the pizza shop owner when they were talking. It was in that scene. I don't even remember what they were referring to, but I was like, Tears in Heaven. First of all, that song came out 30 years ago. Mm-hmm. It is one of the saddest songs ever.
It's truly. My did you see that's are just things I enjoyed and would like to point out. I enjoyed Lacey saying, I have a well-traveled nose after she's identifying candle scents. I thought the line was iconic. Mm-hmm. When Isabel and Jason are on their date and Jason gets a phone call and he's like, oh no, Charlie came down with something. Because I'm a cynic, I'm like, no, she didn't. This is a fake out call to get out of the date. And then we realized, no, it's just Charlie trying to ruin their
break
night.
Their date up, yes.
I really liked the AI Naughty or Nice 2.0 reference as the bad guy. I don't know if you noticed so much keto talk this weekend.
In both movies.
Yes, and also a not directly keto, but similar sugar-free reference in another series we're going to be discussing this week.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
It's just a lot of keto.
Yeah.
Finally, did you watch this movie live with commercials?
No.
Okay, so on live television, Andrew and Lacey were hosting it. And so during the commercial breaks, we'd get little bits with them. And at one point, there was a cookie bit. And Andrew's like, I think I'll stick to juice. And he like drink, because doesn't he have a juice company?
Yes.
We'll cut to the next commercial break. He does take a bite of cookie. It is the tiniest piece of cookie you've ever seen.
Oh, this man doesn't eat cookies?
There's no way. I mean, 0% body fat. There's no way it's like a corner of a gingerbread foot. It amused me. It amused me. Are you ready to rate? She's making a list.
I am.
I gave it 3.5 stars.
I gave it 4.5 stars.
Wow. Well, we're going to fight in our next episode too. So
we're not going to fight. Jeez. We might.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Girls Gone Hallmark, a Bramble Jam podcast. We'll be back next time with more Hallmark reviews. Goodbye.
Bye.
All right, friends, before we go, just a quick heads up. You're about to hear some ads. These little gems help us keep the show running and the Hallmark love flowing. So do with that info what you will. Grab a snack, hit the skip button, or maybe, just maybe, listen in and discover your new favorite product. Bye.